traveling to Rio soon, you're probably wondering, where should I stay? Don't worry, I got you. In my Rio travel guide, I split up all the popular neighborhoods where you can stay at. As I explained in other videos, the main area in Rio where you should stay at is Zona Sul. Zona Sul just englobes various neighborhoods in the south zone of Rio. That's why Zona Sul, south zone. So number one is obviously Copacabana. Copacabana is the most popular neighborhood, I guess, for tourists, but actually as someone who's traveled to Rio and lived there for quite some time, I wouldn't say it's the best neighborhood at all, actually. But for first-time travelers, it's recommendable just because it's so easy to access anything like the beaches and then all the main attractions, and just because there's so much always going on at Copacabana, you know, where the beach strip is, and you know, so just easier for a first-time traveler. And at Copacabana, you can find also very accessible hotels. You can find like the most luxurious hotels. You can also find the most budget-friendly hotels. Copacabana is more so a middle-class area, so it's not like Ipanema or Leblon, which is the second one here that I recommend. Ipanema, obviously, also very popular due to the beach. And honestly, I prefer Ipanema way over Copacabana. Copacabana actually has areas that are not very nice. I lived there this year for 4 months. But anyways, for someone who's just traveling there for a week or two and you're just like, you know, at the beachfront, it's okay. I definitely recommend Ipanema for someone who is looking for a little bit more upscale area. You'll see it with the beach, the stores, everything is a little more upscale in Ipanema. The same thing with the restaurants. There are very nice restaurants. Actually, if you want to have like good dinners and everything, I recommend you go to Ipanema. But in my travel guide, I have way more recommendations. So just check the travel guide out. It's in the link in my bio. It's 100+ pages of recommendations, what to do, where to stay in Rio, and so much more. Any question you would have about Rio, it's literally in there. So check it out in the link in my bio. And the next area I would recommend is Leblon. I actually also prefer Leblon when I'm in Rio. I've stayed in all of these areas that I'm mentioning, by the way. Leblon is actually even more so upscale. It's actually the richest neighborhood in all of Brazil. And you see it with the restaurant, you see it also, you know, with the beach. The beach is also like more quiet and it's more like upscale, and it's just like, I overall enjoy it more. The vibe is not so like, you don't see a bunch of tourists walking around like at Copacabana. I usually prefer the areas where there's more local people and where it's just like more chill. But if you want, you know, a little more agitation, a little more things going on, then definitely stay at Copacabana. Copacabana is also good for that, actually, because like I said, there are lots of things going on like night markets and, you know, just like things for the tourists. Stay tuned for part 2.